This video is dedicated to W.D. Gann. This is my guide and teacher. I've learned everything from him reading all his books and all his courses. And his words in these books have elevated my level of understanding and wisdom. Let's begin. SpaceX on our first circle of longitude. 135 degrees is the third octave on the circle. And this is the perceived value. It came out and started trading at 157 degrees of the circle, and it made it from this point all the way around to 225 and received a lot of resistance. From there, it swung back to just under the 180 degree marker to the 172. So in longitude, we can see how prices start off, move up a 90-degree angle, come back 45, and settle down in longitude. This is our first major ring. Also note that the top here at 225 is also 180 degrees from the planet Uranus. The planet Uranus symbolizes technology and transportation, and this is exactly what SpaceX is representing. So this planet is, and if you look at the symbol for this looks like the Star Trek Enterprise. So again, here we are with a technology and transportation planet that has a symbology that signifies the Star Trek Enterprise. So from there, what can we see for SpaceX? Well, not holding this area here, our next strong point is 135. And from 135, if we do not sit and gain support, should we drop down to this area, then the next point that is very strong for resistance is 90. And from there, we have the planet Uranus sitting at approximately 65, which is half of 135. So from here, we could see a possible shakeout down to 90 and into this 60 and 70 area here, where these two bodies are sitting in the longitude of the circle. And if this was not to hold, our next would be 45, and I think that would be a major bottom or a capitulation bottom, and that is exactly 180 degrees from the top at 225. So looking at that, we need to be just cautious. We're in, we've had a euphoric top after 3 or 4 days of trading, and then, we had a one-day major pullback from there, and we've just sort of moved right back to 172, or the halfway point between the top and the perceived value where it started and the inception of where trading opened. So with this point here, if we move down and don't gain support in this area here off of this 90 degree or 45 degree angle from these 2 points, then we'll be moving down really rapidly and quickly to 90. And like I said, down into this 65 area where we could possibly bottom as low as 45. Now, with that being said, now, looking at our bottoming pattern being done, let's take a look at what kind of a next topping pattern we could see from SpaceX. Should SpaceX gain a lot of traction here, we could expect another move up 90 degrees up to 270 in price. And then from this area here, 180 degrees, we would look over to this side and we would say that from 170, the topping pattern could be around this 345, 350, just under the 360 or almost a full circle. So we're just showing you how the numbers on here line up with these octaves. So if you're a musician, you understand that greatly because there's 7 octaves in music. So when we swing around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th octave is 315 degrees. That's the highest octave in music. Then we have to return back to the beginning of the scale. So this is how we look for relationships between price and time. So from there, we've showed you that we made top in Bitcoin back here on May 6th. It wasn't too difficult to see that, this lines up exactly on May 6th. The next one lines up here on the 21st. Are we about to see some type of a change in trend? I'd say it's probably very highly likely. The probability of such an occurrence is high. So we're going to have to watch the market and see what it does come Monday. Hopefully we have a good opening and the market stabilizes. Otherwise, we'll be seeing a lot of capitulation and volatility. Peace and love, brothers and sisters.